Julie Jeske, our relationship expert, wants to have a little talk with you about how you can keep peace during the holidays. You come from a very large family, 5 kids and your parents. My family is very small, so they're very grateful when we all get together. So it's pretty easy, but it can be a very stressful time.
Yeah, it can be really complicated too when you've got different families coming together. You know, if you've got a partner and you're going to their families, or you're, and then it's like throw divorce into the mix, and it's like there's just all these different people, family, friends, everybody's got different energy and different expectations. It can be a really wonderful, loving time. It can be a very stressful time.
And so since you have so much experience then in this area, I mean, what are some tips, specific tips that people can do to keep the peace at these gatherings?
So you think about the big picture, and you know, this might sound a little tough, but you kind of just have to man up, right, and get through it. And so you may have to put aside your views for the day. You know, you're not going to be able, you're not going to be able to convince some family member that your job is more important than their job is, or that what you're doing is so important. You just have to kind of get through the day.
And hide the whiskey.
Or drink more of the whiskey.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the two. Yeah, well, and I find that some holidays are more stressful than others, and, you know, we all have good intentions with our family. But sometimes fights happen, you know, that's inevitable. So what can people do before they even get to the family event?
So I would say before you're even heading out the door, picture what you want the event to be like. So often we start thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to go see so-and-so, and she's going to ask me about this, and they're going to pick about this, and they're going to say I've gained weight. And, you know, like all these little things we start playing in our head, they're often negative things. So picture the event.
I don't have sisters, so actually I don't know what that's all about. My brothers are like, some more turkey. Are you up? Can you give me some more mashed potatoes?
So the peace may just be a normal little thing in your family.
No, believe me, we have our fights too. Anyway.
You just, you think about positively what you would like the day to be like. And you remember that you cannot change another person. You can't control another person. All you can do is take care of yourself.
So stop the stinking thinking.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't make that up.
No. Wow. Yeah. And a little kindness and positivity go a long way, right?
Yeah.
So if you're treating someone well, they're less likely to kind of come back at you, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe have a couple of standbys when you say, oh, that's an interesting perspective.
Fantastic, right? You don't have to agree, but you have to get in a fight every time someone has a different opinion than you do.
Thanks for sharing.
It just might not be worth it that day. You may want to save it for another time. You may also want to check in with, you know, if you have a partner and you're going somewhere, check in with them before the big event, you know, before you head out, and say, I'm worried someone's going to ask me about this. Can you kind of have my back on this? Or let's avoid this subject. Or, you know, just make sure that you're on the same team, because the last thing you want is to be fighting with your partner at a family.
Right. Well, especially his family.
And make sure, like, if there's a secret, that you guys both know it's a secret. We found out
sounds autobiographical.
No, I mean, and it wasn't with me, but we've had it come up where a family member was like engaged and we weren't supposed to tell anyone, but then it came out, and then do we know or do we not know? It's make sure those secrets you have under wraps.
Take it from Jenny. Get on the same page with the person you're going with, you know? Absolutely. That can go a long way.
Okay, real quickly, our homework.
So your homework is to, number 1, take time for yourself so that you can just slow down and gear up for the season. Number 2, focus on gratitude. And so if you have a partner, practice either saying something you're grateful for every day, back and forth, or write in your gratitude journal. And if you don't have a partner and you just want to do it for yourself, a little gratitude goes a very long way.
Okay, JulieJeske.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back, right?